Morning, everyone. We're going to share it with you today, and it makes sense that I say share. Uh, Basically, we're going to share with you today how to share your user information, either user and password or just the password, using the great software that is Lastpass. First, you download Lastpass, and Lastpass basically the name says it is the last password that you will have to remember because with just the LastPass password, it saves all your password information, all your user information, and then when you go back to the website, it gives you the option. Hey, do you want me to just fill it up? So it's very time saving. You don't have to remember all these LastPass, all these passwords. And let me tell you, in my case, I only know the LastPass password. I asked them to change my password for the key accounts, which by the way, the one that you have to make the most difficult to crack is your email. Because when someone's trying to do something with your email, with your account, what they'll do, they'll say forgot password, reset. And what happens is that you get an email. If they have access to your email, that's when they can change the password, all that kind of stuff. So your email password has to be the most secure of all your passwords. But how do you share? Well, you go right here. You should have once you download, and this is an extension from Chrome. But there's for Firefox. There's also for Internet Explorer. You add that extension, and your LastPass icon is going to be here. Click on that. When you click on that, you're going to have basically your options here. Well, let me find, for example, let's say the Gmail. Oops. So I go Gmail. Oh, you know what? I have after host. Okay. So when you go here, you have several options. This one is to launch the website. And what happens is that because they know the username and password, when you hit launch, it will automatically launch entering that information. The next one that you have here, it's copy. So if you want to copy the password because some websites don't accept, LastPass automation, you can just go here and you copy. Or here you can edit. Let's say that you change the username or it's a new website, you can go edit there. Okay? So there's a couple of ways of doing it. If you go to edit, let me go to edit here. Okay. If you go to edit, then you see right here an icon at the bottom, on the bottom left. So again, you're gonna see all the information. I always like to change this name, by the way, because active hosted, yes, I know it, but you can change this name. This has nothing to do with your user password. I'm gonna change it to, let's say, oops, going too fast. I'm gonna change it to Greystone database. You can do that, and guess what? On that list that we just created, it will say Greystone database instead of Access hosted. But let's go to what we're doing. Here you have a link with kind of two people. That's the share button. So when you share that, you're gonna have this this screen where you can see that, for example, in this case, I accepted and Stephanie accepted already. You can add people here, and again, you can only, for example, allow recipient to view a password. So in this case, they will know the password. But what I recommend is that you just send them the LastPass, okay? And basically, when you do that, you send them just the login information. Now, in his case, Jorge doesn't have the LastPass Premium. It's only $12, I think, a year. So that's $1 a month. You should upgrade. The cool thing about the upgrade is that you can share. You have unlimited shares, and also you can have this in on your phone. Which you can add app passwords. You can do a bunch of stuff. So definitely, I would say update to LastPass Premium. Then you have unlimited shares for your account, and you get LastPass on your phone, which is great. And that's it for how to share passwords in LastPass. Again, lastpass.com. You go there. Let me save this. Again, it's right here. Okay. So again, I'm going to click again, and then that's where you put the recipient email address. And by the way, this address has to be the same that they have for LastPass. So if you have your personal one, make sure that you give the person who's going to share it with you, you give them the personal. This has to be the same passwords that you have for LastPass. For example, in my case, since I had LastPass before coming here, I have my email, my personal Gmail. Same with Stephanie, because this was before we had LastPass before we came to Greystone. So make sure that the email address that you give to the person that is sharing with you is the one that you have registered for LastPass. Okay? So basically, that's it. Now I'm going to hit save. That way I can save this change in name. And that's it. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to, contact me. Also, you can the LastPass website, which I'm going to go here. It's a great resource. I always say, go there first because they know more than me. And again, make sure that you download it. It's free, by the way. Okay. Oh wait, it's more expensive now. It's $3 a month. When I got it, it was $1 a month. But still, it's a great deal. You can first get the LastPass free. You can use it, and then once you use it, then guess what? You will want to update to premium. They have a bunch of stuff. They generate passwords. When you forget a password and you need to get a new one, they generate that password for you, and you can tell them, hey, make sure that is. For example, there's a feature to make it easy to talk. So maybe it is, cry me a river, but then they use different characters to say cry me a river. So you remember it's cry me a river, but it's with different characters. I don't even care. I want something like that where it's hard to to come up, because again, the only password that I need to remember is the LastPass password. Now make sure they remember that, because if not, there's no way to get in. There's no way to get in. And again, you go here, how it works. And again, you can see how it works on the browser and on my device. So this probably will be the one that that will do. Okay, guys, that's another training provided by Greystone. Make sure that you take advantage of this. And if you have any questions, first come to his page. And if not, you can come to Jorge or us, and we can do it. Thank you, guys.